To Hollywood's surprise, Chinese films are increasingly enjoying box office success. The Chinese comedy Never Say Die has brought in an impressive $326 million worldwide to date, marking another triumph after Wolf Warriors 2 piled up $877 million box office. Never Say Die opened worldwide at the end of September, and Variety reported that during its Saturday-Sunday opening weekend, Never Say Die took in $46 million in its first 2 days in China. According to TheNumbers.com, the overwhelming majority of its worldwide grosses were racked up in China's domestic box office, giving it the record-breaking national commit needed to move it up to the one highest-grossing comedy in a single market. It beat out such U.S. studio comedy blockbusters as Ben Stiller Robert De Niro's dysfunctional family comedy, Meet the Fockers $279 million, Bradley Cooper's Galifianakis Bad Boy Hangover $277 million, Ben Stiller's fun fantasy, Night at the Museum $250 million, and Jackie Chan's Rib Tickler, Kung Fu Yoga $250 million. The film's global tally has also earned its entry into the rarefied ranks of the top 10 all-time international box office for comedy movies. That's quite an impressive feat for a plucky little underdog sports comedy that only cost $10 million to make. Never Say Die is a Chinese body-swapping comedy about a male mixed martial arts boxer and a high-profile female journalist who mysteriously switch bodies after an electrically charged kiss. Some of its runaway success can be attributed to an avid, pre-existing fan base in China, developed when it began as a popular Mehua Funnage stage play of the same name. Years of instantaneous audience feedback helped hone its robust humor to maximum effect. Mehua Funnage, a leading theatrical troupe in China, known for its quirky humor and taking on timely issues, has staged over 1,200 performances of 15 plays and 2 musicals throughout China since 2003. The play was adapted and directed for the screen by the successful writer-director comedy team, Yang Song and Qiu Zhang, who've managed to create an adroit transition from stage to screen while displaying a firm grasp of the cinematic medium. Comedy doesn't usually travel well. What serves up guffaws for one culture can fall on deaf ears for another. Chinese comedies are usually bewildering ciphers to American audiences and vice versa. But Song and Zhang's layered situational-based humor and laugh-out-loud slapstick comedy gives it a universal appeal that breaks those barriers. American producer Alan Noel Vega told Xinhua, "I've been a fan of Chinese movies for over 15 years and am pleased to see how far they've come in that time. It's great to see even their comedies finding a wider international appeal." What could easily have been yet another cliched, male-female, body-switching genre spoof turns out to be a hilarious gender-bender that transcends the genre to deliver a touching message on the power of love, loyalty and redemption. The movie kicks off with the type of underhanded maligning of a Mons character that has captivated Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice fans for over 200 years. The film follows Ida Shang, a mixed martial arts fighter accused of taking a nosedive for a hefty cash payoff during a heated championship match. His career-ending scandal, along with a damning video that catches him on camera opening a duffel bag chock full of payola, was exposed by Ma Xiao, his reporter nemesis, a famous, arrogant, ace journalist whose history of hard-hitting exposes has left her believing she can never get it wrong. Naturally, they loathe each other. Things take a bizarre spin when he and she collide by a swimming pool, accidentally lock lips, and fall into the water just as lightning strikes. Naturally, as fantasies go, their consciousness mystically switches bodies, leaving his in her body and hers in his. What follows is a parade of hilarious gender-cross situations and misunderstandings that tug at your heartstrings while they tickle your funny bone. But the film goes beyond mere slapstick and pratfalls. There are few stories in life as satisfying as watching someone who's been wrongfully vilified regain their good reputation while the bad guy who framed him gets his comeuppance. And if you can roll in a feel-good love story and an underdog sports triumph too, chances are you'll hit a grand slam and take home the winning trophy. Never Say Die did that in spades. The directors reunited Chinese comedic stars, Ailun and Ma Li, the leads from Ma Hua's previous blockbuster smash Goodbye Mr. Loser $226 million in 2016, whose experience in comedic theater made them perfectly suited for these roles. Filmgoer Yu Hong told Xinhua, "The film's success owes much to the actor skill. They were professional and impressive and their body language really fit the story's comedy. Both leads were able to walk a delicate line between projecting too little and too much. Many comedies fail when the film or the actors try too hard and lose that fresh, spontaneous sense of fun or whimsy. But Alan I manages the difficult task of playing both a manly, though somewhat feckless, professional fighter and a slightly hysterical girly man without being too swishy or blatantly insulting. Li Ma is equally adept at playing both a powerful, sophisticated female executive and a crotch-scratching, breast-ogling, beer-swilling guy. Alan and Li on-screen chemistry builds nicely to an unsurprising, but still gratifying romantic conclusion. With this scrappy film still duking it out in theaters with the majors, it's already proved it's got the stuff of champions. Follow China.org.cn on Twitter and Facebook to join the conversation. China News app download.